Alright guys, this is if your sun, moon or rising is in Aries for the 4th to the 10th of May. Love and relationships. What's coming in for Aries? Let's have a look, Aries. Let's see what's coming in for you guys. Love and relationships from the 4th to the 10th of May. Healing, restoration, knowledge, distance. Positive thoughts, better thoughts. Maybe some kind of communication or thinking about communication. But we've got restoration. We've got the lovely star energy coming out here. Unconventional arrangement or situation. No commitment. An unfair. Something that's unfair and unjust here. Not left, right. And a completion point. We've got the world coming out. And, oh gosh, Aries. What's going on, mate? Keeps coming out. We've got the 3 of Swords here. We've got pain and wounding coming out here. A completion point. Something doesn't feel fair, right and just. Commitment is non-existent. But we do have healing and some really lovely, I think, healing of thoughts. Healing with thoughts and your perspectives here. And a breakdown or the complete demise of a connection here. Aries, let's just get to it. Let's get your feelings, Aries, towards your person of interest. What's Aries' feelings towards their person of interest? Love and relationships from the 4th to the 10th of May. Not grounded, inconsistent, maybe feeling insecure. 1 minute you give a shit, the next you don't. Or you could be thinking that about this person, Aries, that you're dealing with here. There is a focus, there's a drive. I think you kind of know what you want. But again, there's a block on communication or it's just not clear. Maybe you're blocked with somebody here. There's a real stagnancy. Nothing's happening. There's a focusing on what one hasn't got as opposed to sitting in gratitude with what one has got. A slow movement here, a consistency of feeling. I think you've got a consistency of feeling for somebody here, Libra, but I think you feel like there's a spiritual disconnect now. You're spiritually disconnecting a bit here. Or you're not trusting your instincts. You're not listening to your instincts. And maybe your instincts are trying to tell you something, Aries, and you're not listening. Because you're not taking action. That's fine. That's fair enough. But you're either the guru, or you're older than this person, or there's an age gap. Or you want this, you want a pope, you want commitment, and you know what you want. Yeah. What is this, this high priestess energy? Yeah, you're a bit discombobulated, aren't you? You're not emotionally grounded, and you could feel quite emotionally avoidant of this person, as well as being very drawn to them still. So there's a perspective here, a fork in the road. Do you connect to this person again, Aries, or do you keep on going your merry way? I kind of feel like is where your energy's at a bit with this situation. Let's have a look, Aries. What is this person that you're dealing with? What are their feelings towards you, Aries? What is this person's feelings towards Aries, love and relationships, specifically between the 4th and the 10th of May? Abandoned, left out in the cold. Real control, avoidant issues. Remembering the good times that you had when you were friends. Thinking of letting you back in a little bit here. And that there is a really strong connection. We've got the lovers coming out. So it's mind, body and soul connection. And also this lets us know this person wants to make better choices for themselves in matters of the heart. They feel like there's been an ending here, Aries. There's a little less stress on this person, a little less stress coming out here. What's this ending for this person towards Aries and their feelings? It's really loaded, that. This ending or transition that you've gone through, possibly for some of you, is really loaded for this person. Because they've either been indulging in their independence or they're indulging in thoughts of you still. Aries, this person, they've got a very hidden energy under the moon, so they're volatile, they're triggered, they could be up and down, they could have hidden motivations here, and they could have past traumas that are resurging and making things difficult. And to add to that, we've got the devil energy coming out. So this person feels like the ending or a transition or a change is what's intoxicating and challenging here between you two. Clarify the devil, because they're thinking about good times, but they're passive. Yeah, it's restricted. This relationship is something that they want, but they won't let themselves have it at this moment in time, is kind of what I'm looking at. Or they won't allow it to kind of go to a certain place at this moment in time. They've got very confused energy coming out here, Aries. Very confused energy towards you. It's really confused. It's like coming and going. It's like wanting to merge with you and have a good time, keeping you out in the cold, feeling really lusty towards you, but volatile and triggered and hidden, allowing an ending to happen, and that being the source of their challenging, intoxicating feelings here, Aries. How else is this person feeling towards Aries? Off focus. They're trying to find the epiphany. They're trying to find a perspective, which they haven't got at the moment. This person is really challenged, so they're just going to keep holding themselves back, Aries. They're just going to keep repressing themselves because they just can't seem to complete this chapter within themselves of closing their emotions down or taking any action here. It's quite interesting energy, Aries. What is this person's intentions towards Aries, specifically between the 4th and the 10th of May? They're not investing. They feel really overwhelmed. They don't know what they can take, rather. They don't know what they can take from this connection. So if some of you are in no contact or a bit estranged here, this is for some of you. There's feelings of being overwhelmed with that, but wanting to push through the difficulties. There's blocks in communication with their intentions. They want to strike out and have something new, Aries, but they've just got they know that, look, they could be focusing on work at the moment as well, but they know that relationships take work, effort and skill, Aries. This person is literally all over the place. It's not a pleasure to read for them. I'll be honest with you, Aries. This person is not pleasurable to read for. It's scattered. It's all over the place. It's everything of everything. It's a little bit of every feeling here, I'm saying. Yeah? What's this person's intentions towards Aries? An unconventional bond where someone is not giving but wants reconciling. Make that one. Work that one out. Work that one out, Aries. I know that's not very helpful for you guys. Let's get you some advice cards, Aries. Maybe it's just this particular week, this particular cycle between the 4th and the 10th. They're just feeling it all, which doesn't have to be a bad thing. They're feeling it all. Advice for Aries. Love and relationships. What's the best course of action for Aries? Let your hair down, Aries. Don't get into confusion or fear. Don't fear this. There's been a demise here, or there's an unhappiness going on, or there's trouble in the background for you maybe, or this person. But there's a fear here and a caution and an uncertainty and scared of losing this situation. And I think both of you are reminiscing to a time where you enjoyed this connection. You had good times together. But what I also think this is asking is, if you are unhappy, Aries, it's asking you to make sure you're surrounded by people who want to be in your company, who want to choose you, your coven, your clan, your tribe. Be around people who lift you up, okay? Manifest that kind of energy in. Any more advice for Aries? Yeah. I don't think you can fully trust this situation at the moment. There's a real coming and go. That's the energy. Coming and going. Coming and going. It's like someone knows they need to leave, but it's so difficult to leave. And I think that's for both of you and this person. So it's asking you to get a little bit refocused here. Get yourself grounded. Try not to focus on the negatives so much, Aries. Yeah, try not to focus on the messages or the non-messages. Get yourself grounded and be around people who want to be in your company.